Hey guys, welcome back to Games with Bashi, and before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. You may know about the game Need for Speed Rivals that came out a few years back. Well, some people find it difficult to escape the cops in that game, and it drives some people nuts. Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Need for Speed Rivals Full Police Guide with Games with Bashi. I will be explaining everything the cops do, the risks that you're taking, what they use to take you down, and what each and every AI cop car could do. Here we got the first tip. First of all, enforcer pursuit cars, you will never get chased by them in the game unless you're doing online and a player is chasing you as one. You don't need to worry about these big brutes coming to take you down. In Redview County, you will only get chased by the standard police cars. The paint and wrap will look similar to this on all of them. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the first cop car in the game. The one that they give you in the beginning. First of all, we got the Mercedes AMG, and if you are getting chased by them, chances are in the game, if you're a racer and you're getting chased by them, you're definitely gonna get rammed a bunch. Usually when they're chasing you, they fall behind easily, so you might want to equip some turbo for that. Anyways, so if they come up behind you, they're going to ram you, and let me tell you, they take out a bunch of health. You don't want to get rammed by them, so if you see them coming up behind you at high speeds, avoid them, move out the way. Usually in a pursuit, there's either 2 or 3 of these. Moving on to the Dodge Charger SRT8. The Dodge Charger SRT8 is sometimes equipped with shock ram, EMP, and electronic field. They will try to pull up on the side of you during a pursuit at high speeds, and they will try to sideswipe you. That is why every time they pull up next to you, you must hit them aside. They will also try to ram you a few times during pursuits, but this is rare to happen. Also, somehow if they end up getting in front of you, and you're trying to get past them by pushing them, they will hit their brakes and stop you in your tracks, which is a risk of you getting busted. This also goes for every other AI cop in the game. Moving on to the Ford Shelby GT500. First of all, they are equipped with shock ram. They are very aggressive. They will always end up busting you when they T-bone you. It takes a chunk of health away. They usually chase you at heat 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are now moving on to heat 5, 6, and 7. Now we got the Porsche 911 Gt3. Here we have the Porsche 911 Gt3. First of all, if you're going high speeds, they will pull up on the side of you to pin you on a wall, so you better hit them aside. They will try to use ESF on you, which is the electric field thing that you see in the picture right now. It's best to use ESF back on them. And there's usually 3 or 4 of these, and they stick with you for the rest of the pursuit unless you wreck them. So whatever you do, hit them and try to wreck them, because if you have a little bit of life left and somehow they're coming at you, they will bust you. Even if you have half of your life and they hit you with the ESF, you are toast. Especially if they all activate ESF on you. They can also block you in. These AIs are really smart. Here's a picture of how it blocked this car in. Also, here is some footage of Porsches during pursuits and how aggressive they are. First of all, we got this car. Look, he's pulling up on the side in the front of you. He's gonna try to stop you. This guy activated ESF. It's best to use that, and it spins them out. We have us going at high speeds, and they can even catch up. That's why you need to use ESF. Cause look, they knocked his life out. Look, already at damage critical when we went away. And now we are going, and look how easily you could get busted. We are now moving on to the McLaren 12C MP4, the Ferrari 458, Ferrari Ff, and Lamborghini Aventador. The McLaren is Heat 4 and 5. They are equipped with ESF and shock ram, so get out of the way. They will try to pit maneuver you at some points, and they will always, at high speeds, come up to you, and they will activate ESF on you, which can cause you to crash out. And since the crash cams don't pause the cops or pause them like from coming at you, they will stop next to you and arrest you. That is why you have to be quick, because when arresting in this game, there's only a few seconds before it's too late. So be careful with that. We are now moving on to the Ferrari 458. First of all, the Ferrari 458, they are aggressive. They will pull full force, push you into a wall from hitting your back end, which is a risk because it only takes a few seconds before you get busted, as I said before. They have pursuit tech, but they are unpredictable. Their spike strips, so like they have spike strips equipped, so if they go in front of you, push them away or use ESF, because if they go in front of you and you're trying to get away and it's too late, they will drop it out of their back and their trunk and they will pop your tires. Moving on to the Ferrari Ff. There's not much I could talk about with the Ferrari Ff, but trust me, these ones are pretty bad. All the Ferrari Ff do is ram you. They will chase you at like Heat 5 and 6. They are actually very aggressive. They're the most common police car that will chase you at Heat 5 and 6. We are now onto the Lamborghini Aventador. They usually come at Heat 6 or 7, but it's rare for them to come at 5, but sometimes they can. These are very aggressive. You need to avoid crashing out when one is chasing you, because if you activate the crash cam, they will bust you. They will T-bone and sideswipe you for the whole pursuit. There's usually 2 or 3 of these during pursuits, so that is a high risk. Trust me, they're really aggressive. We are now moving on to Heat 8, 9, and 10. First of all, each AI cop I have listed will be chasing you, but there's a few more ones. Moving on to the Koenigsegg, Hennessy Venom Gt, and Bugatti Veyron. First we have the Koenigsegg, and I'm doing these in order, on the exact order. First we have the Koenigsegg here. The Koenigsegg usually comes at Heat 8 to 10. They are equipped with spikes, shock ram, and ESF. They will come up and sideswipe you into a wall. They are really fast, and they will ram you a few times during a pursuit. That is why you have to be aggressive back with them. First of all, we now have the Bugatti, which is one of the fastest cop cars in the game. The Bugatti is equipped with shock ram and ESF, and they take out a lot of life. They take out a lot of health. It's hard to escape them because of their speed. They are really fast. We are now moving on to the Hennessy Venom Gt. The Hennessy Venom Gt usually comes at Heat 9 and 10. Usually, they're the fastest cop car in the game. They have ESF equipped, and they hit very hard. That is why you have to be aggressive back. If you spin them out, you need to just go, because they turn around really fast, and they will come up on you fast. And if they come up on you, and tries to sideswipe you with ESF activated, you are toast. We are now moving on to the final fact, the final tip. The helicopter is one of the most important in the game. There are 4 helicopter stages during a pursuit. The first helicopter stage does nothing but drop spikes miles away in the distance. The second does not do anything but the same as I just said. The third is usually when you're at high heat, 7 or 8. It drops spikes while flying every few seconds. Take a good look at these and remember them, because it might be hard to remember everything I'm talking about in this video. First of all, it is really hard to escape cops. There's nothing you can do about it because you're in the area. Can't like shoot something up at the helicopter and make them spin out. It's not like that. So first of all, you're gonna have to avoid the spikes when it's at the final stage. The 4th and final stage, it drops spikes while in front of you, going high speeds. It's very hard to avoid the spikes because they get longer every stage. You can't get away from the helicopter, it will always catch up unless it's stage 1 or 2. The helicopter's final stage is always active at heat 9 and 10. Now for a quick little montage of each cop car that chases you.